Hello everybody, welcome back to Black at App. I'm your host Sophia Samples and we've got a packed episode for y'all. Right before we get started, let me be the first to say, Happy Women's History Month. Make sure to hug all the beautiful women in your life extra tight this month. Alright, let's get into it. Hollywood's biggest and most anticipated night finally took place on Sunday, March 2nd. The 97th Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars, made history in several categories. Let's take a look, shall we? Paul Tazwell, who brought Wicked's stunning wardrobe to life, became the first Black costume designer to win an Academy Award. Flow, a movie created on Blender, a free 3D computer graphics software tool, won Best Animated Feature Film. Not only was Flow the first independent film to ever win Best Animated Film at the Oscars, but it also delivered the country of Latvia its first Academy Award. Adrien Brody won Best Actor and gave the longest speech in the history of the Oscars at 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Meanwhile, when Dune 2 won Best Sound, the last member was completely cut off. In their total speech time, it was less than a minute between the three members who gave their thanks. Less than a minute, yet Adrien Brody gets to tell the Academy to turn the music off. Kieran Culkin successfully completed his first award season sweep, becoming a first-time Academy Award winner for his performance as Benji Kaplan in Jesse Eisenberg's 2024 feature film, A Real Pain. Brazil won its first Oscar, as I'm Still Here won Best International Feature Film. Lastly, Sean Baker had a massive hit with his independent film, Anora, as he took home Best Director, Best Editing, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Picture. The only other person to achieve this is Walt Disney. Congrats, Sean, and congrats to all. If you don't know, I love art, and even more, I love to learn about Black artists. I had the chance to interview a recent graduate/artist. I had a great time meeting him, and I hope you will too. Here's Deontay. So I'm excited to introduce Deontay. We have a Black artist joining us on our show. Can you describe your art style and what kind of inspires you?
I would say that my art style is primarily inspired by Black fashion. Kind of just taking streetwear and creating these mixed media portraits. I write poetry along with the visuals that goes over different things that I've experienced, like people getting my name wrong all the time, or people not understanding that I care about my shoes in a special way.
Right.
So it speaks to kind of like what Blackness is within clothing, but also what it is socially. Like how it feels to be Black.
Can you walk me through your process when you're creating a piece?
I would say it always starts with music. I'll start with just a song. From the song, I then transition to like looking at fashion. The different shapes of the clothing will inform which direction I go in.
How was your experience at a predominantly white university, and how did that influence your art?
At first going in, I didn't think that it was going to impact my art as much, but you get perceived a different way than the other like white students or white passing students. There's this pressure to be excellent. There's other students around you that get praised for significantly less. And so you have this feeling that you need to be constantly like perfect. And it can be heavy to bear sometimes, but I realized that I kind of just needed to do the best me that I could.
Do you feel like you felt supported as a Black artist on campus? Did you have Black professors? What was your experience there?
I don't think in my time at App I had a single Black professor, not one time. So it was very frustrating because certain topics that I wanted to put into my art, like trying to explain that to a professor that's trying to help me improve that, you know, they wouldn't understand how to improve that because they don't really know about that. So there should be more Black instructors, professors, or they should just bring people in that could give like students like me someone to like look to, because none of the people that are like at this professional academic level like look like you. And it can be kind of discouraging.
Do you have any advice for Black artists at App State or even beyond App State?
Just know that you don't need to feel like you're completely alone. I know that it may seem like that visually, but we're able to tell very unique and like passionate stories that other groups can't. So I feel like it's very important for you to find peace within your own voice and know that you have what it takes and people care about what you have to say. So like use your voice, and it is very powerful. I think that's the takeaway I would say.
Thanks, Deontay. It's so great that I get to put your art and your story on a platform. Next up is a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
What once were rows of crops are now hallways for growing our future. The old ways that served generations before are now the perfected paths of tomorrow. These mountains have always called to the pathfinder, the trailblazer, the innovator. The faces and structures may change, but one thing remains constant: access to higher education, here and always at App State.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. Nick, take it away.
Cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with...
Nick, we're recording.
Yeah. Oh. Watch out, Blur Alert. I'm Nick, the original Blur, and welcome back. Hope you had a great day and great week. And before we get started, it's March, so that means Happy Women's History Month. Now, let's get on to it. First story we got today is Captain America Brave New World. Anthony Mackie playing the Falcon in the old Avenger movies recently picked up the mantle and became the new Captain America, shield and everything. And I think it's great we live in a world where we have a black Captain America. Well, a lot of people don't think that way right now. When the movie first came out, we got a lot of mixed reviews, and a lot of the reviews weren't even about the story, the plot, or any plot line about the story. It was just about Captain America and how Anthony Mackie is unfit to be Captain America. He's just a DEI Captain America, or how can we live in a world where we have a black Captain America? Just a bunch of other hurtful stuff. It happens so much, and they're also calling it the word that rhymes with poke, which I'm not gonna say today. But please grow up. It's 2025. We should have left this years ago, and if you still think this way after watching the movie, just touch grass. That's all I have to say to y'all. Alright, now time for the next bit. Blurb bit. Who is the curator of the new show, or upcoming new show? Pretty please, I don't want to be a magical girl. If you say Keanu Consmith, then you'd be correct. Keanu Consmith has been working with Disney Animation Studios for a while now, and even worked on big projects like Big City Dreams if you're still into animation or something to watch. Recently on her YouTube channel, she posted a animation pilot episode of a new show she's making. It's all animated, of course, and it's called Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. A bit of a mouthful, but it's kind of fun to say. And one thing I know about it is that the main characters are black women, and we need more black female characters in fiction, especially nowadays. And I just want to use this platform to highlight and promote content creators, authors of new shows, books, manga, comics, anything, especially during these times. Well, that's our time for today. Make sure to follow us on our TikTok, our Instagram, and other socials, and blur it out.
Nick, great Blur Alert as always. Now, even though we are in the third month of 2025, our team came together with some of our favorite ins and outs for you to take into consideration.
Hey guys, I'm Camilla. Welcome to Black Hat App. We're going to be doing ins and outs today. I have a lot, so get ready. Ins for me are phone calls. I don't pay $70 a month for a phone plan to not be getting a little call. I love a phone call. Ambivalent on FaceTime, but phone calls make me feel like, I don't know, I just enjoy them. Waking up early by choice, this is new for me, and it's hard, but I just realized I wasn't looking at the camera the whole time. I've been looking at the little red light. Can you tell? Okay, should I start over?
In, I have watching Yellow Jackets and Severance on Fridays and then going on Twitter immediately afterwards. Out, I have Hinge.
In, spray deodorant. Out, chicken Alfredo. Ins, Jalen Hurts. Outs, non-electric toothbrushes.
Ins, paying your black friends for Black History Month, aka reparations. Outs, corny people.
In for me, wait, hold on. I had a lot.
In is reading, because being smart is awesome. Out is lecture classes because I get really bored.
In, natural hair. Hey, Kendall. You're leaving this in? Okay.
In, I have Lady Gaga. Out, I have Nazis.
In, beans on toast. Out, LaCroix. Like, how do you even pronounce that anyway? But, yeah.
Ins, Diet Coke. Outs, long socks.
Guys, be quiet! Themed parties are in. I think they're fun. I think they're cute. And I think you should try to stuff your apartment with as many people as possible while you can. Because we're all going to graduate and move away. And then you're going to be like, I should have thrown a murder mystery party in my apartment. And I never did.
Ins, non-violent violence that's extremely violent. Outs, towing companies.
Ins, heyday. Outs, crop tops.
In, appetizers. Out, ordering water at restaurants because you're already spending the money to be there, so why not just get what you want?
In, wearing glasses when they're prescribed to you. Out, rolling your pants.
Ins, PB&Js.
And then outs for me. Number one is Drake. I used to love Drake. Now, for obvious reasons, I can't anymore. His recent music is also really hard to love. So he's out for me, unfortunately. But, like, sometimes, like, if Take Care comes on shuffle, I am going to listen to the full album.
In, journaling. Out, red dye 40.
In, I have wordscapes. Out, I have getting offended when I ask you what your zodiac sign is. And I think that's it.
I don't have another out.
You said being stupid.
I can't say that.
Yes, you can.
Out is being stupid.
In, Applebee's. Out, taking the stairs.
Out, anything sugar-free or diet.
Number two is dairy. I think I have IBS, so that's kind of out for me. Unfortunately, not by choice. I love cheese, don't love milk, so we're working with that one.
Outs, Cybertrucks.
Ins, clementines. Outs, negative energy.
In, card games with your friends. Out, going out on weekends.
Argue with your mama, not me.
Bye!
Thank you guys so much. These have been our ins and outs for Black Cat App.
Okay, guys, that is all we had time for today. We will catch up with you next time. I've been your host, Sophia Samples. Stay safe and have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing week.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.